group and on the community tab. This will be a shorter live than I normally do in the car because I lost about 25 minutes trying to untangle the shawl and just get things ready. And plus, I'm sorry I'm late on the live, but well, that kind of went with all of that as well as just having started late. Let me just let a couple people know I'm live. FYI, I'm live. I am live. All right, so I just have, I don't know, maybe 10 or so people. No, and then we will get on to the Stingray Shawl.
The joys of America.
Because I was going to work on the one shawl that I have from Shandy at Expression Fiber Arts, but I couldn't find it in my history, and for the life of me I couldn't remember the name of it to search under her channel. So it was just kind of like, okay, you know what, I also brought, I really wanted to work on that one because that's the yellow and blue one that I started, but it's all right. I'll maybe find that pattern, and if there's a chance of working on it where we're going, maybe I'll do that. I'm sorry I wasn't on Tuesday for the last week. Well, not quite full week, but Monday afternoon, I started feeling a little nauseous, which isn't in and of itself that unusual because a couple of medications that I take, I tend to get nauseous. I can get nauseous with. And then overnight, I ended up getting sick like 3 times. And I don't normally like throw up or anything. Sorry. But 3 different times. And, Mr. Boyfriend was awesome. He was there and, trying to comfort me and stuff, and didn't know what was going on. Then Tuesday, I was down. I was on the couch like the entire day, slept most of the day, had a fever. So I think it was some sort of a stomach virus of some kind. And then Wednesday, I was not feeling great, but I was feeling better. So we went and did a couple things that we needed to do, and then it just kind of took over again. Thursday, I think I rested. I may have done on the house, like, feeling like I was on the mend afterwards. And we had to cancel a couple plans and stuff, but so I just I wasn't there. Just one more email. Oh, now this is an email. I just want to email Doris, letting her know. So anyway, so that's why I wasn't around. I apologize. But yesterday was the first time. Wednesday I ate some solid foods. And it was okay until it wasn't. I didn't get sick again since then, so I'm grateful for that. But then yesterday was the first time I've had anything other than like Italian ice or something that was not like, that was very, just like, let's not mess with the stomach thing. And I've done pretty okay, and I was trying to take in more fluids and whatever, but yeah. So anyway, I'm working on the Stingray Shawl, which I haven't added onto since you guys saw it last. So there's only been, I think, 2 rows on it from the carrot to the rabbit. So only like 2 rows added on, 2.25 rows. So we're going with that. The Stingray, which is amazing. It's worked with lace weight yarn. It's Expression Fiber Arts yarn, Shandy's yarn, as well as her pattern. And I had started it like a couple years ago, and then it just kind of, it turned into a UFO. And then I was like, no, I want to get this going again. So I started it up again, and I'm happy that I did. I actually get ridiculous comments anytime I'm working on it in public. Mainly the yarn, but then wow, that's pretty cool shape. And I was like, yeah, it's a stingray. So I'm looking forward to finishing it. Shandy's pattern, she has two of her, I can't get to all of the information and stuff, but she works two hanks of her lace weight, but quadruple stranded. So she works them from the center and from the outside, and that's amazing to not get tangled up and stuff. But so she quadruple strands it and then finishes it. Anybody that knows Shandy with Expression Fiber Arts knows how very petite she is. And so all of the patterns she makes that fit her. So if you have anywhere near any extra added weight or a fluffy physique, they don't necessarily work as well. So you have to just increase it. So typically it's just add an extra ink yarn or whatever. You need to figure that one out. So I learned that after like the first one or two shawls of hers. So what I decided to do on this one was, instead of quadruple stranded, I'm just double stranding it, and I'm taking it as far as I can. Now she ends the pattern at row 38. And I don't think that's with, yeah, she doesn't put, you can put an edging on it, but that's not how she ends it. So she ends it at row 38. Row 55, still have a good amount of yarn left. Not a ton. Of course, it's also wider, so I need more yarn for every row. But yeah, like she finishes at 156 double crochets across. I'm already at 220 double crochets across. So here's hoping that my decision to do it that way, instead of getting two extra hanks of yarn to then make it a lot longer, works. I guess we'll see what happens. I guess I could measure it at this point. Well, not here in the car, but I could measure it at this point and see if it's at least the size she made it, if not bigger at this point, which it should be bigger. Leanne, hey Natalie, where are you off to today? We're off to hang out with our boys out at the water. So we'll see how it goes. It's supposed to be like overcast. The sun peeking out here and there, which is exactly what it's doing right now. So we're going to decide once we're there, and then go hang out with family. I will leave you running while I nap. Thank you, Leanne. Nap. It's your nighttime. You can go to sleep. You don't have to just nap. But thank you for leaving me on and for giving me a thumbs up. I really appreciate that. Anybody, if you guys haven't done the thumbs up, if you wouldn't mind giving me a thumbs up, that would be great. It'll let YouTube know we're here. And it helps the analytics. Good morning, I'm here, and I hit like. Thanks, Mom. How do those coming in the live? Could you show it again? Well, I can show it. It's just hold on, difficult to show it in its entirety because I'm in the car. Oops, I'm in the car. So this is actually the top. I'm also trying to knot up the yarn, which has been happening, and I've had to cut it and reconnect it and all that fun stuff. But this is going to be the top of it, and then it goes out to a stingray look. But the yarn colors are amazing because there's brightness to it, but not. Well, it's actually more not bright, but it's got like hot pink pieces in it, and I don't know if I'm not seeing what I'm showing you, but there's like hot pink parts and some hot like bright teal and stuff. I mean, it's worked two strands together, and they're not yes, and there's a pretty decent halo on it, but they're not at the same colorway. So using 2 strands, but you never know which colors are going to be together. So it's pretty cool. Okay, I'm trying to do this so you can see. Mr. Boyfriend is here. Want to say hello?
Hi, everybody.
Okay. Hey, Pam, welcome. How do you do? Can't stay long. Go on to pop in and say hi. Thank you. And if you wouldn't mind popping up a thumbs up, that would be great. And welcome. Have a great day, whatever it is you're doing. But I do appreciate you popping in. Okay, I remember now. Thanks. You're welcome. Sorry, I'm trying to see if I... Oh, that's why. This vent is down. Or up. Was up because I was doing my nails very quickly in the car yesterday, because for the very first time in my life, I've been to a Renaissance fair now. And that was yesterday. And it was a lot of fun and kind of dressed up. And my nail color, this is one of the newest colors in, well, okay, Halo Taco, Christine with Halo Taco. She just released her 5th anniversary box collection, which is actually... what is it called? But it changes to the temperature of your body or whatever it is you're doing. So it's really cool. The tips could be a different color than on the mood, but there's a name to it that she gave it. I can't remember what it was, but it's like a mood changing, like, you know, the rings we used to have and stuff. But this was the collection right before that, which was her rock candy collection. And this was like the yellow. It was it's like her 4th rainbow collection, but not a full, it's not a true rainbow. So this was like the yellow / orange color, but I did it in the car really quick, not while I was driving. Like Mr. Boyfriend had to run into the store, so I did my base coat and then ran into a different store, and I only did one top. Normally one layer is not, it's, you know, this is pretty opaque for one layer, but it's because I gobbed it on. Anyway, so it kind of matched my outfit that we put together really quick. Hey Tracy, welcome. How are you? Hey everyone, can't stay but want to say hello. Hope everyone is doing well. Thank you so much, my friend. I'm happy you popped in. If you wouldn't mind doing a thumbs up, that would be awesome. Let me just count how many stitches I have here. I'm a counter. Even if I didn't need to count, I count. Although in this case, I try to count so I can make sure I have the right stitches going across. Okay, so 55. Plus it helps me know like where I should be on the next segment, because each segment after this two chain section, it's the same amount of stitches going across. 55, that doesn't sound like what, that doesn't make sense, because I should be, oh yeah, that does. Okay. So anyway, so I'm at 55, and all it basically is, well, I can't remember the exact beginning, which was not the rest of the repeat for the rest of the shawl, but it's basically just 2 double crochets across with 2 double crochets worked across with 2 chains, and then double crochets across, 4 chains in the center, I think. Yeah. And then across and whatever, but then it's a stingray pattern. So this is what it'll look like. I think I have a picture in here. Well, this is her wearing it that way. And then that's what it looks like for the most part, I think my edges work that way. The only thing is I'm almost positive when I started this, I think she calls for a magic ring, or didn't know. She may have just done like a chain 3, and I could never get it to close up more than that. So it's actually just like this ring that's right there, and it's a very frustrating thing for me. And at the time when I started it, I just wasn't. I actually don't think I was very familiar with the magic ring. Now I just look it up online when I have a question about it, or if I forget because it's been a while, or whatever the case is. But so it kind of frustrates me because it's not like, I don't know, and the way it goes. Anyway, it is what it is. But I just love the idea of doing a stingray. Where are you guys headed today? We're headed out to the water with our boys. And then to go hang out with family. Well, actually, you know what? I don't think I'm going to count because then I'm not going to be able to talk. So I'll count once I get to the end and then hope I'm doing it right. I hope I didn't miss any stitches. We went to a Renaissance fair shortly after moving down here. And I'm sure you wouldn't remember because we just walked around and checked it out. We did? I don't remember that at all. Like, in no way, shape, or form do I remember that. That's interesting. Not that I didn't think Florida has a Renaissance fair. I know they do. We actually, this comedian that we saw, Mooney, Monie, he's super funny. He had his skit that he did, but then he also had like, I think 2 different things. Like one was like Chat with Mooney, or the one that we saw later, Tales with Mooney. And then I think he said there was something else that he did. And it was cool because Mr. Boyfriend had asked him, he was like taking questions at one point, and Mr. Boyfriend had asked him, like, how many miles has he traveled in the years and years and years that he's been doing this? And he's like, honestly, I don't know, like, from back. He's like, well, let's just take this year, for example. He's like, I would, because he lived like, what do you say, a half hour from where we were yesterday. And he said, like, he would drive to wherever in Florida, and then he'd fly back and forth every week for 6 weeks, and then he'd head to whatever next state it was, and then fly back and forth every week for 6 weeks, and then to California, and then he flew back every week for 6 weeks. And so he said by car this year alone about 10,000 miles. But he said as far as like airline miles, like 20, 30, 40,000 miles he's traveled just this year alone doing this. But have a safe and wonderful trip. I'm in the middle of yarn work. It's already 90 here today, so working and breaking. I have apples and pears. Trees are producing a lot. Oh, that's amazing. Wait, what kind of apples do you have? And pears. Wait, I forgot where you are. Hey, you want to send us some? No, I'm just kidding. That would cost an arm and a leg. That would in no way be cost effective. I really want to get some cherries from northern northern Michigan. I heard they're supposed to like kick Rainier cherries like their butts, like from here to wherever and back. Now, is it the people that have the farm up there, or do they, I figured, what? Yard work. I was wondering, I'm like, yarn work. Okay, maybe you have a bunch of, yarn barf that you're now processing, or I don't know, counting your yarn, playing with your yarn. There's all sorts of things you could be doing with yarn work. Smelling it, touching it. It was a wooded area in Largo, and the participants were dressed up like the ones in your videos. You two make the best of every experience, so it'll be memorable. Well, yeah, absolutely. But I seriously don't remember that. I wonder if it was like a full Renaissance fair where they have, like, this place. It is the Renaissance Fairground. It stays up all year long. The buildings are like there. It's a thing, and then the people just come in and do, run it, and the royalty comes in, and the court and everything else, and but that's interesting. I seriously do not in any way remember that. I'm not saying it wasn't memorable, for any reason. Just I don't. I can't even remember where in Largo that was or would have been. But sorry about that, Mom. Oklahoma. Oh, right. Apples are Gallup, pears are Bartlett. I love Bartlett pears. Gallup, my favorite apple, or our favorite, I think our favorite apples, the Honeycrisp, which are so expensive anywhere you go. They always are. But there are like one place in particular that I've been finding it on sale for 98 cents a pound, or even when it's not on sale, $1.28 a pound versus the $2.49, $2.99 a pound you find at the grocery stores. So try to load up on them, when I go there. It's a deli near us. Sometimes, like, our grocery stores will have a sale, but even the sales, like $1.59, $1.99 a pound, as a general rule. Also have tons of grapes and big Brandywine tomatoes. Oh wow, that's awesome. We haven't checked our garden. We have some tomato plants. We have one plant in particular has like at least 9 tomatoes. One I think didn't have many at all, and then the other one had like 3 or maybe 6 started, and then 3 transplanted from a friend's garden tomatoes that were wild from last year. Kind of got mowed down by our landlord. He didn't realize that that's what they were, and he was so apologetic when we brought it to his attention. But they look like they're starting. I mean, I don't think they're going to do anything this year, but they are starting to slowly grow back. So, I don't know, but and then we have a couple pepper plants in pots. So all of these are in makeshift pots. Long story, but the peppers, 2 of the plants are hot peppers, 2 of the plants are sweet peppers. One of our green peppers is probably about this big so far, and one of the hot peppers is probably from the tip, and it kind of like half moons, is probably about that big. It's huge. And then we have another one on that plant, and then the other 2 I don't think are, one flowered but hasn't produced, and the other one never flowered. So our cucumber plant was wilty. We planted him in the ground. He's the only one that was in the ground, and he started to come back and even did really well, and then he fried, and nothing is coming back from him, and that was super sad because we were looking forward to trying out a cucumber plant. And then we have 3 strawberry plants, but we've had plenty of strawberries start to come out on at least one of the plants, but critters get to them consistently. We've not had one strawberry off of them, and I don't know that I've ever seen them be more than like a little tiny strawberry, but who knows, maybe next year. No, there was no jousting that I remember. Yeah, here there was a big like area that was for jousting and stuff. It was super cool. LOL, it wasn't very memorable for me either, so don't feel badly. I'm not as good at growing veggies as I am flowers. Don't know why. Yeah, I used to have a black thumb. I now have a green thumb, as does Mr. Boyfriend. He's got an amazing green thumb. Um, but I've tried veggies. I've tried radishes, I think cucumbers, and maybe tomatoes in Florida. The radishes were super tiny, and I forgot my mom. I don't like radishes. My mom can tell you what they tasted like, but I don't think they were that great. And then the cucumbers, I think we only got a couple, and they were super tiny. And I don't think anything came of the tomatoes. So it was like, why, we just stopped doing veggies. And I don't think I've ever tried any fruit in Florida. This was the first time with any kind of a fruit. All right, I'm at the center, so I am going to, oh, wait a minute. I forgot that one. Oh, wait, no, white. I always hate when I go too far and have to, because this yarn, because there's such a halo, it's not the most frog friendly. And I try to not make mistakes if at all possible. All right, hold on. So chain 4. I put on. We saw a glass blower, which I'm very much into wanting to learn how to blow glass. However, my knowledge or introduction to it is Ann Tudor, who does hand blown glass stitch markers, which, like, this is one of hers. Oops. This is one of hers. The carrot is one of hers. I absolutely, oh, what is happening? There's the carrot. I absolutely adore her stitch markers. I have several of them. But she hand blows glass, but with a torch, and when she has some other like more sophisticated stuff. And she does the glass wands, the different colored glass wands and stuff like that. But this guy, he actually uses the furnace. He had a furnace on there, and the furnace was actually the container for 50 pounds of glass, I think he said was in it, something like that, at like 2,000. And he was using the really long metal rods, and he would put it in, and then would pull it out and shape it and blow through the end of this really long metal tube that he had them on, or pole. And then he'd put it back into the oven or the furnace to heat up so they could shape or form. But it was incredible. It was a lot of fun to watch. It was a 40 presentation, but it was really interesting. Guess my break. Get back to it. Love and hugs. Drive safe. Thank you very much, Tracy. I appreciate it. Love and hugs back to you, and have a good rest of your day with your yarn work. I know what you're really doing. You're not out in the yard. I know you are. I know that's your business and everything. Freezing up. Okay, well, we're in a tunnel right now, so that may not be. I mean, we're in a very populated area, so that shouldn't be an issue. But we were going through a tunnel. Is it better now? Just refresh and see if it's better. I really would hate to have to restart this. I will if I need to, but I think I added a stitch, but I'm supposed to add a stitch there. That's what makes it grow. But hold on, let me count this again really quick. Did I count this as 2? Oh yeah, I was supposed to. Oh, wait a minute. No, yeah. Hold on, I lost my place. Off and on. No, it's fine now. Okay, good. Hello, from Jeanette from West Virginia. Welcome. How are you, my friend? All right, hold on. Let me just count this really quick again.
How far are you gonna go?
Yeah, I've added one, but that is part of the. Wait a minute. Hold on. 110, 220. Where am I supposed to be at the end of this round? 224. So, all right, let me see if I messed up my original count, which I really hope I didn't, because that would really suck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 19, 20, 21, 22, 28, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 39, 40. Huh, what is happening here? I don't understand. I'm off here by 1 stitch, and it doesn't look like I missed any. I don't think. I hope not, because I really don't want to have to frog this back. Okay, so there's that. This is not the easiest pattern to determine if you've missed something. For those of you that are here new, I'm working. Well, I mean, I know it's on my title, but I'm working on my Stingray Shawl by Expression Fiber Arts, and it seems I'm a stitch off somewhere. However, I'm not exactly sure where, because it looks like I've worked into every stitch from the row before. Sorry, I'm trying to use the light from the computer. Yeah, I don't understand. I have the right amount of stitches here, but yet I don't have the right amount of stitches. The second segment has the right amount of stitches. It should have 56. Now I'm realizing. But are you new to my channel, Jeanette? Or are you are you new to my channel, or have you been around before? I don't know. No, I think I recognize your name. Maybe not. I do have a couple of Jeanettes, but oh my goodness, this is going to drive me nuts. I'm not the type of person that can just leave it alone. It has to be, especially since I sell my products. I don't like it to be off, and I know that the mistakes and stuff are just is a, but it's going to cause everything else. Like the count is going to be off going forward. Uh, I'm working on hats for veterans. Oh, that's awesome. You're new. Welcome. Well, I would love it if you'd consider subscribing to the channel. If no pressure, no need, but a thumbs up would be nice. Let YouTube know we're here. We're not. I mean, I don't know how much longer I'll be on. How long have I been on? Half hour, maybe 15, 20 more minutes I'll be on. I'm not sure. So I'm not exactly sure how to fix this, where to fix this. I mean, I could go all the way back to the start and I mean, I did it right. I chained 3 and then a double crochet into that first stitch. So, I mean, that's right, but I'm not seeing any other place. And I'd have to do it in this segment because otherwise it's going to throw everything off. But I just don't know where to do it. If I added an extra stitch there, it wouldn't. Oh, this is going to be fun. Where do I do it? Where do I do it? I may just do a double crochet in this last stitch right here and hope it's not too noticeable. And hopefully I can, okay, I will be able to, but hopefully I can frog this nicely enough. I mean, I'm pretty good at separating the fibers when it does get caught up. But because this is a lace weight yarn, if I do have to do that, sometimes it inadvertently breaks. Like right here, this is going to be something that's giving me trouble because I had a break and I had to, okay, there we go. All right, so we're just going to go ahead and, oh, thank you. I'm just going to do an extra, I mean, I've counted it 3 times, so it's not like I'm that off. And I can't find a stitch that wasn't worked into, which means, well, no, it can't mean that the bottom row was wrong too. Oh, I guess it could have. But when I got to the end, it was right. So I don't understand that. Anyway, I'm in the last year I made 4,000 hats. Wow. That's incredible. Well, thank you for doing that for the veterans. Hey, Natalie, where are y'all off to? Hey, Granny D, welcome. How are you, my friend? We are off to the water with our boys and then to go spend time with family. So that's 56. So that means there should be 112 once I'm done with it. So I did the chain 2. Now let's get this rock and rolling. And this is why I count. This is why I'm always counting, even on stuff there's absolutely no reason to have to count because it's a brainless whatever. I mean, I don't really, well, yeah, I do work on projects like that, but I'm always counting. But then again, I love counting. So, but for me, it's my way of making sure I'm not making a mistake because that drives me crazy. Even like I said, even though I know that's like our way of it may being ours and people won't be able to find it. If I was just making it for myself or maybe even as for gifts, it would be a different story. But since I sell basically everything, well, maybe not everything, but since the point of making everything is to sell it, I like for it to be the right way, if that makes sense. Alrighty then. I need to take my vitamins. I brought them with me, but we had some yogurt in the car as I was setting up, and I just want to make sure I have something in my stomach. Sorry, that was a phone call. Wow, what? Oh, 4,000 hats. Oh, Jeanette, that's extremely impressive. Yes, it is extremely impressive. Should I end this so you can call? Alrighty then. So let's get to the end of this row or this segment, and then I'm going to count it and make sure from the beginning to the end, and make sure that we're on the right path. So this should at the end have, sorry guys, at the end it should have 224 at the end of this row it should have 224 stitches. So midway it should have 212. But I may, after I finish this and count it, I may start to say my goodbyes, because we're not on the expressway anymore, and there's a lot of stop and go, and I mean, I'm trying to balance the computer, but I don't want to make anybody car sick, so to speak. Well, not so to speak. That's the way it would be. And all the potholes and stuff. All right. So, but yeah, that's amazing to make so many hats and or blankets or whatever the case may be, and donate them all. That's I give huge props to that. I mean, I've made hats to donate and in the past, but then I really was, you know, more kind of, I guess, focusing on when I was doing a lot of my small business, because those of you that know me know I'm a huge uh, supporter of small businesses. And there was a lot of hand dyed yarn and that type of thing that I was doing, and I really wasn't getting a lot or having a lot of um, like big box yarns and stuff like that. Oh wow, I made that stitch really big, or that chain really big. You know what, I'm gonna undo that and redo it, because it's like this chains are huge. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, then double crochet, and then pull up my stitch marker. I don't really know why. I mean, I don't really, the suggestion is to have a stitch marker in the center. I mean, it's obvious what the center is, but just in case, I just keep it that way. So let me count this really quick now. So there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52. Okay, so now there's 56. So this should be now 112. Yeah. Okay, so now we're back in business. I'm not exactly sure if it's going to make a difference since I added the extra stitch onto into this stitch here, but we'll worry about that, I guess. Well, I'm not going to worry about it. The stitches are right. It needs to be per segment, so we're good. All right. Hey, Mr. Boyfriend. Granny D says hi. He said hi. I keep the hats going. My husband passed 2 years ago. I'm so sorry to hear that. He was a veteran. I do it for him. That's amazing, Jeanette. I'm very sorry for your loss. It's a great tribute to your husband, and it keeps him alive in your heart, Jeanette. Hey, Larissa, I totally agree. I didn't say hi, Granny D. No worries. Okay, guys. So thanks for having hung out with me for now. For the bit that I was on. It was 45 minutes. It was a good run. And I think I should be able to be on Tuesday, if I'm not mistaken. And then, but I'll let you guys know in the comments set. I'm sorry, in the community tab, as well as on my Facebook group. Jeanette, my Facebook group link is in the description box below. Or it's Natalie's with an apostrophe S, Natalie's Closet Fiber Arts Community on Facebook. There's 3 easy questions to answer, and that's it. So very late. And you're leaving. Oh, I'm sorry, Becky. I'm so sorry. But you still made it, so that counts for something. I hope you're doing well, my friend. I miss you. I miss you guys. Hey, Ariel, welcome. But I will talk to you guys soon. I hope you have a great rest of your Sunday. And Leanne, when you watch this on the replay, I hope you have a great day because you'll just be starting your day then. Although I do appreciate the fact that you had stopped in. And I will talk to you guys soon. Thank you, Granny D. You too. Have a lovely day. And yeah, have fun. Remember, for every season, there's a reason to crochet. Love, hugs, and prayers to everybody. Extra prayers for those who need it. If you need extra prayers but don't want to share it publicly, email me at natalies.closet@yahoo.com. We'll add you to our private prayer list. If you don't mind me sharing it publicly but anonymously, let me know that, and I'll do that too. My mom, as always, says thank you so incredibly much for all the continued thoughts and prayers for her. I can't wait. I'll be there for her next CT scan and blood work and all that stuff, so that'll be good. And then be positive, and I will see you guys soon. Thank you for all the continued thoughts and prayers from Miss Miley. Miley says hi and bye to her peeps. Of course, she's at home, but she's just relaxing, watching SpongeBob. I forgot to leave the radio on too. Oh no, I think I did turn it on. Anyway, so, and thank you for the continued thoughts and prayers for Mr. Boyfriend and myself. We both appreciate it. And hello and bye, everybody. Hello and bye, Becky. All right, I'll talk to you guys soon. I love you guys. Bye. You want to say bye?
Bye.
Okay, bye.